Have you ever poured your heart into something, working tirelessly, only to feel completely overlooked, like your efforts vanished into thin air? It's a frustrating, often isolating experience, leaving you wondering if your contributions truly matter or if you're just inherently invisible. Perhaps you look around and see others effortlessly receiving praise, while your dedication seems to go perpetually unnoticed. It makes you question everything. But what if the problem isn't your effort itself, but how we perceive and expect recognition? There's a subtle psychology at play. We live intimately with our own struggles, our sleepless nights, the sacrifices we make. Our effort is felt internally, profoundly. But others only see the outcome, the finished product, the visible result. They don't witness the journey, only the destination. This creates an expectation gap. We often expect others to connect our visible output with our invisible input. But their world is as complex as ours, filled with their own tasks, their own anxieties, and their own need for recognition. We tend to overestimate how much others are actually thinking about us. This is known as the spotlight effect. Our brains are wired to be self-centered, not out of malice, but efficiency. We are the main character in our own story. Sometimes, immense effort doesn't immediately translate into a noticeable impact. The seeds we plant take time to grow. Or perhaps our definition of effort differs from what others value or even perceive as significant in their context. The daily practice of patience, the internal battle against procrastination, the subtle acts of kindness. These are profound acts, but they often leave no tangible trace for others to commend, precisely because their value is intrinsic. We're taught that hard work always pays off, and that visible success is the ultimate reward. This can lead to a belief that effort must be seen. But true growth often happens in the quiet, unglamorous moments, far from the applause. It's the silent cultivation of character. Sometimes, the simplest explanation is that we haven't effectively communicated our contributions. People aren't mind readers. Learning to articulate your value, to share your process or the challenges overcome, isn't bragging, it's informing. And then there's our own internal critic, a relentless voice that whispers doubts, even when we've done our best. We might seek external validation, not because we truly need it, but to silence that persistent, self-deprecating voice within. Comparing our backstage to someone else's highlight reel is a guaranteed path to feeling inadequate and overlooked. Every journey is unique, and measuring your inner world against another's polished exterior is an exercise in futility. The deepest satisfaction doesn't come from external applause, but from the quiet knowing that you've given your best. When our motivation is purely extrinsic, dependent on others' praise, our well-being becomes fragile, swayed by every glance. Shift your focus from being seen to seeing yourself. Acknowledge your own process, your growth, your resilience. Cultivate an internal measure of success, one that celebrates the effort, the learning, and the quiet triumphs no one else may ever know. The profound truth is this: your efforts are always noticed by the one person who truly matters, you. This shift in perspective brings immense freedom. The weight of seeking external validation begins to lift. Continue to strive, to grow, to contribute, but let your primary audience be your own integrity, your own quiet purpose. Your efforts are valuable, not because they are seen, but because they are yours, and that is more than enough.